You know that classic Southern side dish, right? Crispy, delicious, fried okra. It's an absolute staple. But believe it or not, behind this simple dish is an incredible story. A story of survival, of innovation, and a journey that literally crosses continents and spans centuries. All right, let's get into it. So you gotta wonder, how did it get here? How did this little green pod that started out thousands of miles away get so woven into the fabric of American cooking? Well, the answer involves a really long journey, a major war, and, get this, a secret identity. To really understand how okra ended up on a dinner plate in the South, we have to start our story a very, very long way from home. We're going to have to go way back in time and clear across an ocean to find the true roots of this pretty amazing plant. Okay, so its journey was wow. It was truly epic. It all started in the highlands of Ethiopia, where okra was first cultivated. Then it was brought over to the Americas during the transatlantic slave trade, as enslaved Africans carried this piece of their homeland with them. From there, it really took root in the American South and honestly changed the food scene forever. But okra's first big role in America wasn't just about frying it or using it to thicken stews. Oh no. During one of the most chaotic times in the nation's history, it served a purpose you would probably never ever guess. That's right. Imagine this. It's the Civil War. Supply lines to the south are completely cut off, and coffee, well, coffee becomes this almost impossible luxury. People were desperate for a substitute, and they found it in the most unlikely of places, the okra patch. And this just shows you the incredible ingenuity of the time. People actually started growing okra just for its seeds. They'd roast them, grind them up, and then brew this drink that was basically a decaf coffee substitute. Look, it wasn't the real thing, but in a time of real scarcity, this humble plant provided a small but really vital comfort. And the surprises just keep coming. Here's a quick little twist for you. We all call it a vegetable, right? I mean, we cook it like one. But botanically speaking, because it has seeds inside, okra is actually a fruit. Just one more secret this amazing plant has been hiding. Okay, let's fast forward to right now. Today, a massive amount of okra is grown in the US, especially down in southern Florida. And the conditions you need to grow it, well, they're just as intense as its history. Okra is a total sun worshiper. It loves that scorching hot summer weather. But the real secret, the absolute deal breaker, is the nights have to be warm too. Even in a super hot place like Florida, one cool night can completely stop its growth in its tracks. That's what makes southern Florida the perfect spot for it. And to deal with that insane heat, the workday has to start early. I mean, really early. Farm workers are out in the fields by 4:30 in the morning. They're trying to get as much harvested as they can before that sun gets too high and the heat just becomes unbearable. And the heat isn't even the only thing they're battling. The okra plant itself is covered in these tiny, fuzzy little fibers that will make you itch like crazy. It's why, even in that sweltering heat, workers have to be completely covered up, head to toe, just for protection. It is incredibly tough work. So after all that incredible effort, how can you make sure you're picking the absolute best okra when you're at the grocery store? Well, the folks who harvest it for a living have a few secrets, and I'm going to let you in on them. The first rule is so simple. Size matters. But when it comes to okra, bigger is definitely not better. Those big, woody-looking pods are going to be tough and pretty much tasteless. What you want are the small, tender ones. That's where all the flavor is. So here's your game plan at the store. Number 1, always go for the smaller pods. Number 2, give one a little gentle squeeze. It should feel kind of soft, with a bit of give, not hard as a rock. And number 3, here it is, the pro tip, the trick the workers themselves actually use. This is their golden rule. In the packing houses, they use the width of the wooden slats on the shipping boxes as a guide. If a piece of okra is about that length or shorter, it's a guarantee that it's going to be perfectly tender. It's such a brilliant, simple way to make sure you're getting the best of the best. And so, this fruit that we all think is a vegetable has totally found its home. Creole chefs use it to thicken up gumbos and soups, and of course, it has become an absolute icon of southern fried cooking. Yeah, its journey was a long one, but its place on the plate is now totally secure. So the next time you sit down to a plate of fried okra, just take a second and remember its incredible journey. All the way from the Ethiopian highlands, its secret life as a coffee substitute, and the intense hard work that goes into bringing it to your table. You're not just eating a side dish, you're really tasting a piece of history.